Hello friends, in your last lecture we have seen about the different problems of IoT security, like big control server can be there, you can have an attack on the device ports, attack on the server ports, steal the various credentials and inject bad configuration in the configuration app, again acting just as an intruder, just checking and sniffing of data, which data is moving from one part to another part. So this all were the problems of IoT security which we have seen, and we saw this particular problems are there through these diagrams. You can observe that what are the different attacks which are happening, and these attacks are there due to some IoT vulnerability. That is, we do not have a secure web interface, secure authentication and authorization, secure network services, and you have a lack of transport and encryption. There are certain privacy concerns. Mobile interface is also not secure. Cloud interface is not secure. So there are many problems related to IoT, and why these particular IoT vulnerabilities are there. Why insecure web interface? Because we use default username and password most of the time. So solution is to use default username and password. So this we had seen yesterday, that what are the different IoT vulnerabilities and how to remove these IoT vulnerabilities. Okay, this was what we had covered in the previous lecture. Now what are the different security? Now we said that there are different IoT vulnerabilities, but what are the different challenges which IoT has to face while going and securing the IoT devices? Most important challenge is that the communication is actually wireless. So it is very important how to secure that wireless connection communication. Then physical devices are so much that it becomes insecure. Devices are also very constrained devices, very small, low rate data rate should be there. They should be potentially having very sensitive data. So how to protect them and how to secure them is a next challenge. Then the standards which they are following are not actually standard formats, like protocols. What are they are not having standard protocols. Nowadays it is growing, but previously there were no standard protocols. So that is why lack of standards was there. Weakest link problem is also there. There is having they don't have a proper software also. So number of identity management and dynamism is very you can say that it is very leniently taken place in case of IoT. So there are different security challenges. Again, cost. It is also said that IoT should have the less cost. So it is very challenging that how to maintain the less cost of security. So these are the different IoT security challenges. Now, different layers of there are of IoT, and different types of attacks are there on the different layers. Like if we take about the transport layer, and what happens on transport layer, that while transmitting, wrong data can be sent from one part to another part, and incorrect control packets can happen from one part to another part. Then on network, when we are taking place, routing loop can be a problem. Routing loop means what? You can, if you are following sending the packet from one router to another router, again the second router is sending to the third router, but the third router again sends back it to the first router. So again the routing loop is happening. This type of attack is also taking place in network layer of IoT devices. Wormhole attack means there is somewhere some person who is doing what, leaking the data. So that is type of thing said to be a wormhole attack. Network partitioning means what? Suppose that you tend to send the data at one particular network. एक नेटवर्क है, जैसे आपके पूरे बिल्डिंग में आप लोग के पास अगर 3 से 4 नेटवर्क्स है, तो what will happen that instead of sending the data to one network, the data will be sent to the second network. So this type of network attack can be happen in case of IoT. Then denial of service, I already talked about that. What will happen? The server will be kept so busy with one user's request that he will not be free to give the service to the other users. So that is known as denial of service attack, and he denies that I cannot give you a service because I'm already busy with another person, and the another person is actually the attacker. Then on the Mac layer, you have the spoofing. Now what is spoofing actually? Again, spoofing can be of different types, like IP spoofing. I can give you an example for spoofing, like when phone call is there. What happened, suppose if you are having a call from a bank, and they ask you that I'm your bank person, and I'm want your this is particular data. So this type of thing is known as what, spoofing. That means you will identify the person as a bank person, but actually he is not a bank person, he is some other person. So this type of data is known as spoofing. And man in the middle attack is also known as a type of spoofing, but man in the middle attack is related to IP spoofing. That is what happens, that whenever you have the data pass from one particular IP address to another IP address, you will see that from which IP address the data is coming, and you will find that the IP address which you are wanting, the data is coming from that IP address, but actually it is not coming from that IP address. Someone in the middle has done what, has changed his IP address and represented it in the form of the IP address of the source person. So you easily cannot identify it. Eavesdropping means what, some of the packets are directly dropped off. This type of attack is also happening on space of MAC layer. So these are the different attacks which takes place in on different layers of IoT. So how to secure these IoT devices? Basically, very first operation which you can do is secure your booting operation itself. Use proper authentication, use protected ports, and secure physically all the ports which are there, the device port, the server port. Storage should also be secure, and connections should also be secure. Now this is a very good video which can tell you about how to secure all these type of IoT devices. Now, what are the different key elements in IoT security? Uh, so when you want to secure the data, if I want to establish my identity, you should use a public key cryptography. If I want to have access control, proper access control, then what you should do, define boundary of data access for the devices, and for that you can use authentication. If you want data and message security, you should use data encryption standard. If you want non-repudiation and availability of the data, so you should do what, one identity entity has sent or received the message, reject the fact that only one entity is setting, make all the resources available and updated for all particular operations to be done. Then security model is again a key element in IoT security, where you should represent which security features will be followed by which IoT application. So while securing the IoT, you should keep these key elements, that identity should be established, your access control should be proper with authentication, your data and message should be secured using data encryption standard, your resources should be available to all, and you should use a security model for a particular application. So when you are doing to give a security model for IoT, how to give a security model for IoT? You should use either security model means what? You should use security, trust and privacy. Security in terms of authentication, confidentiality, integrity and availability. Trust in case of reputation, and privacy in terms of users privacy, laws, ethics of communication. So when I'm saying trust means I should trust that my whatever data I am going to be sent it is going to be reached to the other person properly. That is said to be what, reputation. Okay. There are different misuse cases in case of IoT security. Use cases means normal behavior, and misuse case means malicious behavior. Now, for example, if I'm saying home automation system, what can be a use case in this, and what can be a misuse case in this? Use case in this is what? That normal behavior, that is granting access to the owner of the house via valid credential. And misuse case means what? You are giving a unauthorized access to a particular person. Okay, so misuse cases in terms of IoT security means what? Some of them may manipulate the credentials, letters, they may change the username and password. The data transmission can be unauthorized, which leads to expose the information. uh, Denial of service attack can be there, man in the middle attack can be there. So these are the generally misuse cases in IoT security. So dear friends, this consider this as the unit completion of fourth unit. So today we have seen the different misuse cases in case of IoT security, which says that you should take care for IoT security, that your credentials can be manipulated, your data can be transmitted in a wrong way, denial of service attack can be there, man in the middle of attack can be there. So what can be taken, what are the key elements in terms of IoT security, what are the different challenge, how to secure the IoT devices, use proper boot, secure boot, you should use authentication, use protected ports and secure storage and connections, and what are the different attacks on different layers of IoT. We again saw about the different security challenges when we come in case of IoT, that they have constrained devices, they have lack of standard, no proper identity management and dynamism is there, it has a wireless communication. So these are very different challenges due to which IoT insecurity is there. And we saw that why IoT is insecure, due to which vulnerabilities we had seen the 10 vulnerabilities which were there related to IoT, that is insecure web interface, authentication, network services, transport, and so on. So thank you dear friends, and have a wonderful day.